welcome back to the Unboxers, and today we have for you 2 new action figures from McFarlane Toys.
Yes.
We have
Joker the Clown
and
the Red Hood.
So these are from a new series.
Yes, they're from the Batman the Three Jokers line.
Wow, very cool.
So obviously there are 3 Jokers.
Well, there you go, and this is one of them.
Yes.
This is like a special series that they have?
Yeah, this was like a limited series that DC did a little while back, with the idea that the Joker was actually
in the
more
comics,
than one
right?
person. Yeah.
Okay. So, here we have Red Hood. There's his artwork. Look at that. Hey, it's actually a full moon the night we're filming this, so there you go. This is in front of the full moon. He looks really tough there. And that's the card that you're going to get, the collector card. Here's some of the other awesome
I'm kind of a little confused
characters.
because, none of these are
Go with it.
in this series, yeah.
But that's okay. They're just showing you other awesome McFarlane figures. And then we have the Joker, the Clown. And he's got the big flower on his lapel. And some kind of fish.
He's got the Joker fish.
Oh, Joker fish. And a crowbar. Let's see his artwork. Whoa, very cool. Nice green background. And cool light coming from the side. What does he hold? Is he holding the Joker fish? Looks like yeah, that's cool. And then the same figures they show on the bottom there, it looks like. Alright, so it's time to get Joker the Clown and Red Hood out of their boxes and give you a much closer look. We'll be right back. Okay, and we're back, and they're out of their boxes. So we'll start with Red Hood, and we'll show off. Of course, they're both going to come with the awesome stand. You do get a stand. It's got a peg in there, and they do have a hole, I think, in each foot. It has a little DC thing on there. Hopefully you can see that. And so that's what the typical McFarlane figures come with, and the trading card.
Yeah, that's
the
always
collector
cool.
card. Very cool. So I don't think you would want to trade it unless you had 2 of them.
Yeah.
But there you go. You have his real name as Jason Todd, and then it gives you the little bio about him and his part in this 3 Joker storyline, right?
Yes.
And so.
And it's always excuse me. It is kind of interesting that because Jason Todd was actually the second Robin, and of course he's bludgeoned by the Joker, and he ends up becoming the Red Hood. But it's interesting because, that was who the Joker started off as. Like, he started off as the Red Hood.
Oh, wow.
So it's kind of like he kind of assumes
that
he doesn't look like way back in the comics when he was the Red Hood. It looked literally like a dome that went on, there was no face or anything. It was. So it's definitely evolved. The look has evolved, but it's kind of interesting that
he's giving me a Destro look with the silver head, and he's got the red, very much. And look at the eyes. That's really cool. The black around the eyes.
Yeah, this is
a little
very
bit
Robin
looking.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah. This is a very little bit different
from the other
variation from the other Red Hood that's done by McFarlane, and it does have almost like the Robin mask is imprinted on the hood, which is kind of cool.
And so his head is metallic, and then he's got the red here down here, the leathery look to his jacket, and all the little buttons and zippers and whatnot. So I like all the details, and a belt buckle.
There's no, but
buckle.
This looks like the Robin.
Oh yes, it does, with the little things going across it. You're very right. And then he also has on gloves, as you can tell. And let's take a look. That's a really cool back of the leather jacket. Like, you would really think that looks like real leather. The way they did that, the stitching and everything. But yet, the way they have this pliable, he'll have a lot more articulation that way. It's got a belt on, and some red detailing down here. And some black shoes. But there's his crowbar. I do believe it looks different than the other one. I'll show you in a little bit, but anyway, so there you have it. There he is. You want to show off his articulation?
Sure. And he is a really cool looking figure. They did a really good job on him, but it is interesting that they, I guess this is just a different version. So as far as the articulation, he does have neck articulation. He can look down, he can look up, to a certain extent. He's got good range of motion at the shoulders. He can do full T, and he does, I think if we look, and he does have the double butterfly. It also rotates as well as going out. He has the bicep swivel. He has the double elbow, and then of course the wrist articulation. I'm trying to see. It's kind of a little bit of a different because of the long gloves are actually his wrist, so the wrist is actually underneath there. So I think it will just twist. I don't see that it will actually bend. He has 2 points of articulation at the hips, so he has like at the waist. He's got the waist and then the mid torso, so he can kind of rear back some or crunch forward. It gives him an interesting range of motion, or depending on how you want to pose him. He's got great range of motion at the hips. He has, let's see, no, he has the double knee, and of course the ankle will rotate as well as pivot, and then he also has the toe articulation. So very cool.
Alright, and now time for the Joker the Clown. So he has the same piece, stand, and here's his collector card, trading card. Very cool, just like the back of the box. And then here's his real name is unknown.
Yes.
And there's the whole synopsis of him, which is really cool that they include those on the back of those trading cards. Let's take a look at his Jokerfish first. So here's a look at the Jokerfish. Kind of looks like he's got on a nighttime facial mask.
Yeah.
But anyway, he's supposed to be the creep factor. He looks like some kind of koi type fish.
Yeah, probably.
I don't know, maybe. But
it's hard to tell what he used to be before he.
This is true until the Joker got a hold of him. All right, and now we'll take a look at the Joker. Now, as you can tell, his crowbar looks a little different to me. Well, it's got like a snake-like appearance.
Yeah.
But the tip is different, but the back is.
And it's
the back is
like,
even different too.
It's actually larger too.
It is, yeah. Well, he might have a little less bicep than Red Hood.
True.
But anyway, there's his facial sculpt. Whoa.
Yeah, I like the facial sculpt on this.
If you have a relative that looks like that, beware. Look at that. Look at his side profile. They did a great job. And there's a lighter green on top and darker green here. It adds depth to his hair. His teeth. Pretty amazing. And then he's got his squirtin' flower right there. His bow tie type deal. You call that a certain kind of tie, but I can't remember. And then his jacket, which I was pointing out, is actually really, usually they'll have, rubbery type, but this one's even thin and rubbery. So it should really help him out to be able to pose and everything and have greater articulation, because it's almost like fruit roll-up thin. It's very, but it works out well. And then there's his darker gloves, which match his pinstripe pants. And look at those shoes. Very cool. Those called spats.
I want to say yes.
Okay. This is a little before our time. So, but anyway, looking cool. And he's got the buttons on the back. And now you can show off his articulation.
Okay. Yeah, this is a really cool. It'll be interesting to see as we go through the three Jokers, like how they differ. But this is definitely a really cool sculpt for the Joker. This is kind of like, in a lot of ways, the way I remember him from the comics, like just the way his face looks and everything. So like he'll have the same thing, like articulation. The head can go back and forth. He can look down a little bit. That extra long chin is gonna like hinder that a little bit. He can look up some. Same with his shoulders. He's got good range of motion at the shoulders, and they will of course go around as well as go out. He has the bicep swivel. He also has the double elbow, so he can make a phone call if he wanted to. And then of course his wrists have the articulation as well. It looks like this does have the like where you can see it going back and forth, because it's just the hand, not the
glove.
not the wrist as well. Yeah.
And you can see where his shirt's like coming at the edge of his coat, which is cool.
Right. Oh yeah,
sleeve.
yeah. Here, yeah. He also has 2 points of articulation on the torso, the waist, and the mid torso, so he can kind of do the same. He can arch forward some, rear back. He's got good range of motion at the hips, and this piece is actually, like, you can see it bending. Same thing with Red Hood, like this piece is soft, so it'll give some, so that way it'll bend rather than hinder the movement. So he's got great range of motion at the hips. He's also has the double knee and of course the ankle, and it will rotate as well. And the toes. So these are both really cool figures, and I'm glad that they are part of the McFarlane collection.
Alright, so there's Red Hood and Joker as Joker the Clown. It's been fun learning about this new part of the storyline that I didn't know. This kind of the little series of the Joker. And it'll be interesting to see all 3 Jokers compared together. Which one would be my favorite?
Yes.
So thank you so much for watching. As always, come back and see us. Like, subscribe, and we will see you next time.